And feel tonight in relation to how it felt on Saturday?
Same. It was fine. Yeah.
Joe, there are a number of plays in this game where Precious Achiuwa got behind you on the rim. What were you seeing something differently defensively that was bringing you out a little more? What was going on there?
I mean, I was terrible defensively today. That's especially in that third quarter. So there's really no explanation, I guess. I just gotta play with more, energy and move my feet better. But I just gotta be better.
Seems like you got a couple deep catches early in the game, and those kind of went away. I guess the other thing is, without Fred, they're very switchable now, and they seem to be switching everything. What's the way to beat that, and why are you guys able to beat that?
Yeah, I think the thing that changed really with the second half, where I wasn't able to get, those deep catches. We weren't getting stops. So in the first half, I was really able to, we were able to get stops and running the floor and, just ducking in and early before they can double. And then the second half, that just kept scoring and scoring and scoring, and we kept playing against a set defense. And obviously that just, doubled me, just our last game. Really everywhere, whether it was in the post, the elbow, the three-point line. You can tell they're really trying to get the ball out of my hands. So, we didn't make, we didn't make shots today. But, just got to keep trusting, and I think we will be better.
Well, James only took 11 shots today. But at this point in the series, would you kind of like to see him maybe take some more shots and maybe help out the offensive end that way?
I've been saying all season since he got here, he just needs to be aggressive and he needs to be himself. That's not really my job. That's probably on coach to, talk to him and tell him to, take more shots, especially if they're going to guard me the way they've been guarding. But that's really not my job. But we all need to be better. We offensively, like I said, we miss a bunch of wide open shots, and at times I just felt like we just invited, when I was getting double, we were not aggressive.
Why do you just think you guys weren't able to just kind of match their energy tonight? Kind of like you guys were a little down.
I think, I don't know the full answer to that, but I just didn't think, overall execution-wise of our game plan, it wasn't to the best of our ability defensively. We gave up. We never brought the fight to them in the beginning of the game, really. Didn't match their physicality as well. So, from there we was playing catch up the whole game, but really I just didn't think we did a good enough job of stopping them and being able to get enough stops to gain our momentum on the offensive end. I mean, we didn't do a great job of scoring the basketball, but we didn't help ourselves in being able to get out and transition more by getting some stops.
To kind of go off that for both you guys, just what is missing on offense? I mean, you mentioned defense turning into offense, but just what else has been missing maybe the last couple games on that end of the floor?
You got it.
Yeah, I think because, they're so like-size, matchups out there, and like-size guys on their team, they're switching a lot. So we got to play with a little bit more pace and just try to get into our stuff a little bit better. And like Tobias said, we got to get stopped. When we get stops, we got to run, push the pace, and execute the game plan.
Tyrese, kind of seemed like for the first time in this series, you were not able to beat guys off the dribble from the top of the arc or the wings. What were they showing you? What were you seeing from your perspective?
Yeah, I mean, they're helping extremely hard. So when I do get in the lane, you got to kick out and trust. Tobias told me one time that, when I got into the paint, they're collapsing so hard that, everybody's open on the outside. So, just got to be able to get to the paint and create for others and then put the ball back on the floor during closeouts and drive it again. And, it's going to come down to being tougher than them at the end of the day, offensively and defensively.
Tobias, up 3, 1-0, now 3-2, going back to Toronto for game 6. What's the mental aspect of your team right now?
I mean, honestly, we got to stay together. Obviously, this is a tough loss for us. Game that we wanted, but really didn't put enough effort in to go get the W. But we got to stick together. We have to figure out, how we can gather that type of energy and be able to be at our best. We really got to just focus on what's worked for us through the series in the games that we have won and what's been successful. And we gotta just do more of that. We can't get away from, what has really worked during the 3 games that we have won, and that's just that's the model for the next game. We got to be better.
Just what was the cause for the poor shooting? Just for everybody on the offensive end of that.
We just think, that first quarter, I think we gave, 6, 7 turnovers, allowed 10 points. Basically just gave them 10 points. So, it's going to be nice where we don't shoot the basketball well, but we got to do everything else in the sense of not turn the ball over and rebound the basketball very well. And I don't think we did that from the beginning of the game. So, didn't make as many shots as we needed to. But, one thing about this team, you can't turn the ball over and you can't give them second opportunities.
For you individually, do you feel like there's something maybe Toronto is doing to bother you, or is it just you just missing shots?
I took 11 shots. No.
Maybe as a whole, just have the Raptors made defensive adjustments throughout the series that maybe now you need to counter as a group with?
They play the same way. They play extremely hard. They rotate. They scramble. They all over the place. They fly around. So, for us, we got to just know what we're trying to accomplish offensively, and all of us, and go out there and do it.
Doc talks a lot about pace on offense, not just like pushing the ball off the floor, but kind of moving the ball, ball movement, player movement. Do you think you guys had that tonight?
Again, I think pace is also knowing where our spacing and knowing where we're trying to accomplish out there on the floor. I think if we go out there and offensively, everybody's in their spots and know what they're supposed to be doing. Our offense, we run a lot smoother, I think.
You guys were really clicking the first couple of games in the series. Obviously, that's not been the case the last couple. What has changed?
You said we weren't clicking?
The last couple of games. The first couple of games of the series, you guys were playing great.
We were making shots.
Yeah. Is it just as simple as just not making shots, or has anything else changed?
No, I think we were making a lot of shots. We're getting a lot of open looks, that we're not making. With that being said, it's a make or miss league, but we still have to do the small things, the detailed things, defensively to help us to get in transition and get offensively better looks.
Tyrese and Tobias were talking about just the importance of obviously sticking together at this point. Just what is the key to doing that just in these next few days and as you go throughout the rest of the series?
Just keep talking about ways of improving. Things that we all see. We were just back there talking about what we see, things we can get better at, things we should make an adjustment on, and in Game 6 go out there and do it.
Now, second quarter especially, just too much reliance on the outside shot and the ball movement that you had going during the first 2 games.
No, I just thought they were the tougher team all night. They were more physical all night. I don't think it was the second quarter. I thought it was throughout the game. I thought they attacked us. We didn't attack back. We didn't get in the paint enough, and it led to shots. I thought we took a lot of tough shots tonight.
Overall, the offense, the last couple of games, you were disappointed with it. But
I am. But we can be better. I do think a lot of our shots were good, but we also took a lot of forced, tough, running shots that we just can't take. So we'll look at the film and we'll figure it out.
Offensively, they were able to shoot 51%.
They got everything they wanted. They got everything they wanted. And they not only did they get it, they used 23 seconds damn near every possession. So they turned the game into a slow-paced slugfest. But whenever they could run, they did run. So they got both. Like, they beat us in transition. When they didn't have transition, they backed it out, used the clock. got the ISO they wanted and scored on us. They scored from every single guy looking at our guys in the face. So we're going to have to do something better to help our guys defend better.
How did you feel like Joel looked just in comparison to the last game, kind of the first time
I don't even know. I thought he was okay. The only time I saw it, there was a loose ball that he clearly could have got. I think it was in the second quarter that he didn't reach for. And I get that. So you just got to live with stuff like that. You really do. Those are the ones that he'll probably later grab, but right now he's probably concerned by it. I thought he played the right way overall. I thought he made great passes off the elbow. Guys got great shots, and that was our best action tonight, was Joel passing from the elbow and then Joel rolling. We got to get him down on the post a little bit more, though.
Coach, Tyrese shot 5 for 14. James shot 4 for 11. It was a product of them missing shots, or was it something Toronto did to bother them?
Give Toronto credit. I thought they defended both guys pretty well. We got to get James going downhill into more actions that he likes and more comfortable. I just keep saying with Tyrese, we just got to get the ball in his hands more. We just do. I said it all game. We got to get the ball. I thought in this third quarter we had a rebound. We finally threw it to him in transition. He got down the floor. He's just not getting the ball in transition enough, and that's on us. We have to do it.
And then the bench just kind of struggled as a whole. Just like how do you kind of get them going again?
Yeah, that's a tough one for Matisse. You sit the two and come in and listen. I don't know. It's a tough situation.
You mentioned getting Harden going downhill, but when he's not finishing in the paint, how much does that limit the effectiveness of his kind of ISO ball?
He's still a good passer. I just think as a group we got to get to the paint. I thought that if you just look at it on the whole shell of the game, Toronto was in the paint making plays. It didn't matter who got it. They drove and made plays. We didn't do that. We stayed out on the perimeter and tried to take shots. We got to get back to the paint. Game 1 and 2, we got to the paint. Game 3, late, we started getting to the paint. And since then, we're not getting there. So, and a lot of it is on us. We had the ball swings, and instead we were taking one dribble shots instead of getting downhill. And the downhill drives are not for you to score. It's for you to make a play, and we're not doing that very well.
Would you like to see Tyrese pull a few of those? It seemed like he was hesitating on the catch and shoot a little bit.
Yeah, I watched the film. I didn't see that. So he may have. I don't think so. But I don't know. I'll watch the film and see it.
Seemed like a big difference was when they ran the clock down, they got a good shot. When you ran it down, you ended up having to throw up a 25-footer or whatever.
They knew exactly what they wanted. They knew who they wanted the ball. And then it got to a point they didn't care who had the ball. They swung. They started going to the 5 on the elbows. I mean, every single guy I felt like tonight had an advantage of taking us off the dribble. And I know our weaknesses. I do know that. And so we have to figure out a way of trying to give those weaknesses more help.
Doc, how much do you worry about the mental battle right now with, coming high off the 3-0 lead, and now 2 games in a row, you've said yourself that they've out-toughed you, they've outplayed you.
Yeah. I don't know if I worry about it. I just I know there's a gear we have that we haven't used over the last couple of games. And going there, it's going to be a lively atmosphere. I think that'll be great for us in a crazy way. I think we'll be ready for that.
Did you see Joel tire at all in the second half? Felt like
he wanted to stay in, but I thought he got a little tired personally. But he didn't want to stay in. He didn't want to come out. We were down, so we gave him the 2-minute rest at over the quarter break. That gives him a little more rest, and we put him back in. So I don't know. I thought Joel gave us what he had tonight. I really did.
Doc, can you turn them over more and score off of that?
No, we got to just get stops, D. That is a turnover for us. When we get multiple stops against them, our transition game as well. But we didn't get a lot of multiple stops. The 2 or 3 times we did, we actually got in transition and scored a little bit. But not only are we not getting the stops, and then they're getting the rebounds on them too. I thought we were much better today on the offensive glass, so we took care of that. What did we have, 9 or 11? 9 turnovers at halftime, 10 turnovers at halftime. Those are just like offensive rebounds, and so we got to take care of the ball. And I thought 5 or 6 of them were just sloppy, those we can't have.
Yeah, with Joel not maybe doing some of the things that he was doing before because of his injury, do you sense a difference in the psyche of the team since his injury?
No, I don't. I think Joel is trying to figure out his way, and that's gonna, it's just gonna take a minute. So, but we got to figure it out now and win games.
The series started out taking such great care of the ball in game one.
Yeah.
Outside of just cleaning up the sloppiness, what needs to?
That's key. I mean, the two keys for us, the three keys for us coming into this series was rebounding, turnovers, and guarding the ball, keeping it out of the paint. Today we rebounded well. We didn't keep the ball out of the paint, and we didn't take care of the ball. If they win 2 or 3 of those, it's going to be hard for us to win. So we have to take care of that.